Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode. In this video, we will explore how anime, the Japanese animation style that has captivated millions of fans around the world, came to be. We will also look at how anime has influenced and been influenced by Japanese culture, and how it has become a global phenomenon. Anime is a term that refers to any animation produced in Japan, or in a style that resembles Japanese animation. Anime can range from action-packed sci-fi and fantasy stories, to slice-of-life dramas and comedies, to historical and cultural narratives. Anime can also have different target audiences, from children to adults, and different genres, such as shonen, shoujo, seinen, and josei. But how did anime start? What are the historical and cultural roots of this unique and diverse art form? And how did it achieve such worldwide popularity and recognition? Let's find out. The origins of anime can be traced back to the early 20th century, when Japan was undergoing rapid modernization and industrialization. At that time, Japan was exposed to various forms of Western entertainment, such as cinema, comics, and cartoons. Some Japanese artists and filmmakers were inspired by these new media, and began to experiment with their own forms of animation. The first recorded Japanese animation was made in 1907, by a magician named Katsudo Shashin, who used a magic lantern to project a series of images of a boy writing on a chalkboard. However, this animation was not widely known or preserved, and the first commercial Japanese animation was produced in 1917, by an artist named Oden Shimokawa. His short film, called Imakawa Mukuzo Genkanban no Maki, featured a humorous story of a samurai and his landlord. Shimokawa used a technique called cutout animation, which involved moving paper cutouts on a background. Shimokawa was soon followed by other pioneers of Japanese animation, such as Junichi Kauchi, Seitaro Kitayama, and Sanae Yamamoto. They experimented with different techniques, such as cell animation, which involved drawing on transparent sheets of celluloid, and rotoscoping, which involved tracing over live-action footage. They also explored different themes and genres, such as folklore, fairy tales, propaganda, and satire. However, these early animators faced many challenges, such as lack of funding, equipment, and distribution. Most of their works were lost or destroyed, and they had to compete with the influx of foreign animations, especially from the United States. Anime remained a niche and marginal form of entertainment, until the outbreak of World War II. During the war, the Japanese government saw the potential of animation as a tool for propaganda and education. They commissioned and funded several anime studios and filmmakers, such as Mitsuyo Seo, Kenzo Masaoka, and Nobuo Ofuji, to produce patriotic and militaristic films, such as Momotaro's Sea Eagles, The Spider and the Tulip, and The Hare and the Tortoise. These films showcased the advances in animation technology and quality, as well as the nationalistic and ideological messages of the war effort. After the war, Japan was devastated and occupied by the Allied forces. The anime industry was also severely affected, as many studios were closed, censored, or bombed. However, some animators managed to survive and resume their work, such as Tezuka Osamu, who is widely regarded as the father of modern anime and manga. Tezuka was influenced by both Western and Japanese animation, as well as comics, literature, and art. He created his own style of animation, which featured expressive and exaggerated characters, dynamic and cinematic scenes, and complex and serialized stories. Tezuka's most famous and influential work was Astro Boy, which debuted as a manga in 1952, and as an anime in 1963. Astro Boy was the first anime to be broadcast on television, and the first to be exported to the West. It told the story of a robot boy who fought for justice and peace in a futuristic world. It also addressed social and ethical issues, such as discrimination, war, and human rights. Astro Boy was a huge success, both in Japan and abroad, and it inspired many other anime and manga creators, such as Shotaro Ishinomori, Go Nagai, and Leiji Matsumoto. The 1960s and 1970s were the golden age of anime, as the industry expanded and diversified, thanks to the growth of television, cinema, and merchandising. Many new genres and subgenres emerged, such as mecha, which featured giant robots and machines, space opera, which featured epic and romantic adventures in outer space, and magical girl, which featured young girls with supernatural powers and transformations. Some of the most popular and influential anime of this period were Tetsujin 28 Go, Speed Racer, Mazinger Z, Space Battleship Yamato, Mobile Suit Gundam, and Sailor Moon. Anime also became more mature and sophisticated, as some anime aimed at adult audiences, such as Gekiga, which featured realistic and gritty stories, and hentai, which featured erotic and explicit content. Some of the most acclaimed and controversial anime of this period were Ashita no Joe, Lupin 3, Akira, Ghost in the Shell, and Neon Genesis Evangelion. The 1980s and 1990s were the global age of anime, as the industry reached new heights of popularity and recognition, both in Japan and around the world. Anime became a mainstream and influential form of entertainment, thanks to the development of new technologies, such as video, DVD, and the Internet, as well as the emergence of new markets, such as North America, Europe, and Asia. Anime also became more diverse and experimental, as new styles and techniques were introduced, such as computer-generated imagery, digital painting, and 3D animation. Some of the most successful and innovative anime of this period were Dragon Ball, Pokémon, Cowboy Bebop, Spirited Away, and Naruto. Anime also became more integrated and interactive with Japanese culture, as anime influenced and was influenced by other forms of media, such as manga, video games, music, and fashion. Anime also became more connected and collaborative with other cultures, as anime co-produced and adapted works from other countries, such as France, China, and the United States. Anime also became more reflective and critical of Japanese society, as anime addressed and challenged issues such as identity, gender, sexuality, and politics. Some of the most representative and relevant anime of this period were Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, Perfect Blue, Princess Mononoke, and Death Note. The 2000s and 2010s were the digital age of anime, as the industry adapted and thrived in the new era of information and communication. Anime became more accessible and affordable, thanks to the proliferation of new platforms, such as streaming services, social media, and smartphones. Anime also became more diverse and inclusive, thanks to the participation and representation of new voices, such as women, LGBTQ+, and minorities. Anime also became more creative and original, thanks to the exploration and experimentation of new genres, formats, and expressions. Some of the most popular and groundbreaking anime of this period were One Piece, Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, Bleach, and Demon Slayer. Anime has come a long way since its humble and obscure beginnings, and it has become one of the most influential and beloved forms of entertainment in the world. Anime has also become one of the most important and distinctive aspects of Japanese culture, and it has introduced and shared many aspects of Japanese history, values, and aesthetics with the world. Anime has also become a global and multicultural phenomenon, and it has inspired and connected many people from different backgrounds and perspectives. Anime is not just a form of animation, but a form of art, expression, and communication. Anime is not just a genre, but a medium, a culture, and a community. Anime is not just a product, but a passion, a vision, and a legacy. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed learning about the history of anime in Japan. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to leave a comment below, and let us know what you think about anime.